The Frontline with Kwekwanon, only on CTV. The Frontline with Kwekwanon. The Frontline with Kwekwanon, only on CTV.
The Frontline show tonight holds exclusive one-on-one with a Ghanaian politician belonging to the National Democratic Congress (NDC). His exemplary order lines cannot pass unnoticed as a distinguished Ghanaian politician and a seasoned campaign strategist boasting over 28 years of active engagement in electoral politics. He orchestrated an successful campaign for late President John Evans Fifi Atanos in 2009 and former President John Dramani Mahama in 2012 respectively. My guest tonight, Elvis Afriyie Ankrah of the National Democratic Congress. Of course, I am Kweku Anan, and of course I bring you the Frontline, the midweek Frontline tonight live from this very studio here at CTV HQ. We're live across dozens of stations, all picking the feed tonight, including our very own Sunyane 88.1 FM. We're live in Western Region on Tadi 99.1 FM, live in London on GOB, on TuneIn, modernghana.com. Still on GOB, flip through on www.gobtv.tv plus Apple Music. We're live on the Information Superhighway on that very link, my CTVGH on YouTube, Facebook, right? Plus the interactive segment on the WhatsApp line 020-297-3461, 020-297-3461, and all messages will be read tonight, folks. Tonight, brace yourself for all the shockings and all that you are hearing in a few hours. Yes, I'm sure many of you are gauging the space in the news by the hour. The Supreme Court has ruled, right? Has ruled against Speaker Bagbane's direction, or if you like, Bagbane also ruled that, yes, according to Article 97J, which of course stipulates that, hey, it is so clear that whether we like it or not, the what do you call it? The 4 members of the House have abdicated their seat, and it is within the Speaker's right and in the ambit of the law, and not by interpreting the law, but by applying the law. All right, that those individuals have, as it were, abdicated or have vacated their seats. Therefore, he has to announce it on the floor of the House, and the Speaker just did that. All right, so what it means is that there are about 4 seats vacant, 1 NDC, 3 NPP, straight up they are going to contest, blah blah, and the status quo has been maintained all this while until this very crucial moment. We are now learning that the Supreme Court of the Republic of Ghana is yet to give us another yet interpretation of this constitutional Article 97J. Folks, very interesting developing angles all happen, pretty fascinating. And again, many many of you, I believe, might have listened to the Chief Justice Tokono and the tone, the voice, and the exigency that Tokono want to read this to, as it were, if you like, try to slight the face of the Speaker to let the Speaker feel, say, hey, me na me what power into dear na fahinenes in here and in your maniama into a person tennis Speaker no rule, you know, na oye diobe and agree in some BC papa. Now tonight, Instead, send me a day report. You know, sir, on Monday we discussed the CDD Center for Democratic Development's Afro Barometer report. We gave you part 1. Today we're supposed to give you part 2, and then that will be the end of the story. But I'm sorry, we are making way for, and of course we secured an exclusive one-on-one with Elvis Afriyie Ankrah of the National Democratic Congress, one of the big boys. Of course, you know, he's a man of many parts and has done extensively where his exemplary order lines cannot pass unnoticed in the Ghanaian politics. And many of you recall what he did for Professor Advertisements late, and what he did for now the former President John Dramani Mahama, and what he's still doing for John Dramani Mahama and more. Tonight he's here to give us some explosive, angles to all that is happening between Ghana's Supreme Court and Parliament, of course, and we title it The Supreme Court versus Parliament in the Eye of the Storm. Plus, we'll tell you tonight why candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia is a risk to the nation's security and intelligence apparatus. Bawumia is a risk to this country. And you may ask me, Kweku, why is Bawumia a risk? You are going to learn more tonight. And Elvis Afriyie Ankrah will take his seat very soon, but before Ghana Speaks will definitely take off near the Nyoma Atoto said yes here the Toto come. Ain't it Shannon so say baby Amedimu Ray Upness Bear. Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Ora Blaster for the air catcher, and I say assassin and Tokwa was on M-Wow didn't miss Jai assassin tour. The Biana man for the motorbikes, cars near Diaba, and Sikain Kotokuro and Srada, a tour, and the Mnia didn't Kotima. No, what you have to read. Let me see just as little on a bedges as I see we be. And no Ora Blaster for me no medis I was so, and no medis as I see a day. At your mammy knew me and say, yeah, metal, oh, better no pony, yes, I would to outright payment to Yanaka Crankra, let's see, waste womp and open the and I'm see Jai. Because me receive it. Is a reporter me will go on a pussy. And so someone some meaning that best start investigations. Ain't in a sa company way me no muguswa a sign say woman wow ninya den nya wasasi bi nato Ghana for amwaha Ghana for amwama on it. Ebia na opese we see the cluster of houses, buildings, hotel, Airbnb, and now opese we see the Tower of Babel, Eko Nyankopon, a quite the house of betin including say wa opese bia usi pension house and na bibisa anything bia person the assassin so 70 by 100 ye woni be pre kwa benya ebita ho kaswa ebita ho fence botiano ebita ho insawum amasaman bebre nina so the capital ahase na wo bebre ubenya bi besrew wo mo office ye Ora Blaster office no ewo hemfa ewo fanko barrier here ochina yawo na watonkra afre won 053 617 6327 053 617 6327 ombeje so maybe bia added na koma mi asasi chiro na hwese da asasi efe ensuo ewo so access water, access what? Electricity and road networks nina ebi wo so kama bonia kohoma ewo sa Ora Blaster for asasi. Take a listen to this.
Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabenya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Denchira, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oralblackstarlimited.com. Oral Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Great, folks, welcome back. This is the Frontline. Tonight, the nation's biggest investigative magazine show. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call an auntie, whoever, baby. Afima mencho, call TV, so TV, flip through your TV, your television, ubenya CTV, right? CTV will be a TV. So as long as your television here, then smart TV and I say digital TV. Ni na no we nyakra no a fa wo smartphone na ko phone so ko YouTube and na ko Facebook. O kwa type link no. A link no my CTV GH my CTV GH and our person type meeting kweku anan. Now o say ya WhatsApp and call WhatsApp so kwa was it the front line with kweku anan mebwana. Guys, is that what it is? Yes. Uko WhatsApp and so say uko WhatsApp no what type it the front line with Kwekwanan ebe pop no why then what join it what join abo see the program no atumu ho na won so share uba link ne so share program no fema wadanfo no no sunye bi uni social media so na wutu fie so call a friend call a brother na ka chense unia Kwekwanan bodanfo na ba wo tiuni na tie nsem odeba tonight. The Supreme Court ama mo ma beti so anadwe. Yes, the baby di hun koma enche kra. But me wo Honorable Elvis Afriyie Ankrah exclusive one-on-one. Me ne no be ya anadwe. E be bien sam so papa. Afi e be kire sentia. Eye Bawumia or your risk. Bawumia your risk. Emma or mine. All right, or a risk. Cynthia Bawumia risk no. Ubebi says kweku di ntia. Bawumia risk or a risk ankasa. Enti munya abotre enema bebre. Eba. Yes. Ensmp. Enema bebre eba munya abotre. Why? By the way, baby, I'm going to do politics of today. The politics of today takes us to 4 questions posed to candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia by former President John Dramani Mahama for Bawumia to answer. So Ubiate, ye bisa Bawumia se onyin sembi enai bi ano. Me wun se onon so up to 50 questions be dia better we enye dey nursery agro say ya ehim fa na obenya sadu ye bisa questions 4 questions ye si be ya no we ya no nemum ono Bawumia no e de question yi question ano where ehim fa na ye yes ah yes ehim fa ene ye yes ah de we Bawumia ye bisa wasem o inse se Bawumia eyi asem na no Bawumia akwakọ ono so akwakọ fire saying 50 questions e de aba be yi sa asem ya no minti bi da ever since I'm go school but anadwi ade asem kwa John Mahama bisa no e de ba asem e na John Mahama ebisa no a Bawumia etoto papa so ya wo sa anoma kukunde ene na namwe. Question Ben Ubisana. Take a listen to John Dramani Mahama. Question of the two in him and some 4.
He used to give lectures every month about how to run an economy, how to fix the economy. He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu, why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, he should come and answer. Question 3, why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4. Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. but Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. You should come and answer them. He used to give lectures every month about how to run an economy, how to fix the economy. He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu. Why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, he should come and answer. Question 3. Why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4. Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. You should come and answer them. He used to give lectures every month about how to run an economy, how to fix the economy. He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu. Why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, he should come and answer. Question 3. Why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4. Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. You should come and answer them. He used to give lectures every month about how to run an economy, how to fix the economy. He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu. Why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, you should come and answer. Question 3, why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4, why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? Why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization.
Great, folks. Now, let's stay a while longer with the questions former President John Mahama posed to candidates Bawumia. Now, a quick recap. Now we are learning inflation under the driver and the driver's mates. It's saying 54%, 8 years new. So you see, because how many more days to go? About 39 more days to go, I guess so. 54% inflation. Okay. Questions way anything. Kweku say me see me nia brepa metimi answer, but me mean to me answer ma Bawumia. But I know say Bawumia can answer this question at the blink of his 2 eyes. So why won't Bawumia answer these questions? But we'll go round and dodge. No, so file saying 50 questions or the about. What sense does it make? Because we've all known the situation, the narrative isn't changing, the narrative has not changed, is it not? Great, because we were introduced to why Bawumia to be an economist. And it's how we economists and 8 years. No inflation now could do 54. I didn't tell Bawumia won't to meet why won't you explain this to Ghanaians? Now shall they be here? Bosie bia ya bo e wo BOG Bank of Ghana saying 42 billion Ghana cedis. What the quantities came more and you intimi more. What did you use this money for? Huh? I didn't say cannot the year. Afi yemra and the exchange rates need to saying 17. Yet your men were young baby out. Who said na me ka se mitra mo se ono Bawumia kasa wo ka ha mo hwehwe sa tape ma me mo hwehwe ma me o se den when your fundamentals are weak fankana so folks out there mon fankana so when your fundamentals are weak what will do what? Yes, let me put it this way in quotation. Hello, or say when your fundamentals are weak, your exchange rates would expose you. This one, devoid of even any machinations, politics here and there, blah, blah, blah. Bawumia nankasa on one own tongue, seared by Bawumia. And then, exchange rate, it drew 17 pounds on dollar ninye. And Bawumia is refusing to talk about this. Now, what can I say? I feel Ghanaians, give me a chance. When I come, this is where I'm sick. We are all going to be sick on this narrative of Bawumia. When I come, when you come where? Bawumia is in government. He's there. You are sitting there. Bawumia tiakunyaso. The driver's mates. And I'm here to demand, Bawumia, where is your driver's license? Where is it? Aseme Bukrania, Papa Neti Akunya no so uko Jubilee House is here na Akunya si ho as the vice president. Yet or say, Muma mi to me na me ba. I don't want to stay a while longer there. Afi yenhwe a car ye dear the whole Ghana a car ye dear no you're saying 767 billion. Folks, tiasie we nye kwaku na meka. e ka me no mienu ye de a se wo ye baatan na wonyam sabri na wafefuru a kai na te ase se akra na o hyefurum wo hye wuyam no se wo be wo na nadwe o se na wotwe wie yo se bosum ye wie yo mesrew ka ho se wo de ka e ka ye ni ma de odiska no ye de ye but Bawumia kasa asem no say when your fundamentals are weaker, exchange rate be exposure. Ne ka Bawumia man kasa asem no. And am I trying to make something out of the enye Bawumia ne kayana? Take a listen to this.
Open economy with market determination of prices. Exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history for governments is that you cannot manage the economy with propaganda. In fact, you can engage in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Open economy with market determination of prices. Exchange rate movements are the most important indicator of underlying macroeconomic fundamentals. As the saying goes, when in doubt, observe the exchange rate. The lesson from history in all the propaganda you want, but if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Folks, ene dahono. Kakum yejin hemfa ne dahono. A Ghanaian old man described John Mahama's balloting figure as mystery. Didn't know about Kasa. Now, you are called ballotier. Former President Mahama, et also saying, and what tree. Papi, I can't see me a phone. That's the Chinese saying, take a listen to him.
You see, God is wonderful. 18 wine on the quiet. You see, God is wonderful. 18 wine on the quiet. You see, God is wonderful. 18 wine on the quiet.
Great. When I tell say, you see, penny no fear, do ye? Oh, say at a point, your ballot to your own so not policies, I shall say. Oh, and the 8, and they say, no. Why? Obisi menya one. When you're one, and that's a week candy for yes, Obisi when you're 8, I'll be say, hey, the 8. But when penny will fear, Obeka Simegu assume say, wainty, Kawanutum. That's ready, Uncle Moye. Didn't penny for no air Casano. 2024 general elections. The Ghanaian youths are now awakened, and this is why. Kaneno Ghana may be near to a phobia. But one election back 1 year babetua may come the youth of this country are so much awakened, and yes, sir. And the youth know enko the National Cathedral na yes ye and now who na dane actually benia pemire any lizards no many adeno you could bugu who say bam and the Ghana for $58 million gone waste. Youth ni either other who the youth are awakening and the youth are following the developments of everything that echoes women enya grudie. So now youth no see den e kasa the youth ni kasa say ye kon edo ana the echoes ye ni so. And I said the youth are so disappointed about the governing New Patriotic Party. To what extent? Take a listen to this.
There are two main reasons.
Mr. Bawumia, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia of NPP. Opa Niri Samira Bawumia. Oma Samira Bawumia Nkodia Duro na Samira Bawumia Nwonsoma ne nom. Omu ni nsa na onwe pad no. Onko aso akonfo omu ye fake ho. Ma yemfa bosoma nkasa nwiare no. Yemma na tuduro ndi. Wonko asofo ye fake ho. Na yemfa Bible ankasa enwiare no. Yenhye Bible motomane nom. Yenhye Quran motomane nom. Still obelusu.
Na ojibi.
Ghana yenye jibi force awo. Asem nyina ne se Bawumia ye campaign tia no.
Sese
Fisa Ghana ba wiase nyina no. Ye ka na 122 billion. Na nado ne Bawumia mo de yakodu 761 billion. Mo so say Ghana is beyond 8. Nti ye jimi yana. They are told to be their debt to GDP no. Now you were 50%. My mama was supposed to have born, and now your debt to GDP 100%. As it's been in say, you told Ghana, I told you who you mean you're going to be petrol later no, and yes, I born a deal world market too. A $1 to CD rate in the meaning is say, or mine, Sikasama will go when say if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange will expose you. When to me, I'm Fessica 7 to 3 years. 81 petrol was $1 no cost, a petrol boy, a cost. Said $1 back 8 cities and net petrol at 100 cities. No better me out to the 50 cities. The net petrol and a wire D a $1 on a day. I say. Now, young share or may a Japanese. If he said, don't remember Mamma, what born by on a Professor Muslim. Or when the saw my bone in a Omutimi many persistent concession so much small scale money. Nanadwa was over more years so by no. One many per 1,503 licenses.
I would hear
Omu took a galam say. And I have no some say on my eye timu. Not on my penny say. Nyankopo Mashabo. Semi Bedigana Mampeni, a Messias on them on name or men fat on minus cancy. Chesebe on one bottom sika. Sir. Nanadu Timiza Ghana for free binum mudio musika buy. Papa where we are was asked me yakofa taxpayers money $58 million. And you could two manafas will be any so. $58 million. And Manana no NDC for echo omo a year demonstration omokoburu munsuno. $58 million. And manafas will be any so. Apart from say Papa Timia scam Ghana for Nyankopo Denisi Adia was coming in 8 years. That's all be coming too. Nanad was coming Ghana for. So Beba be yeg bomani you were book Ghana for a Sikena. Nyankopo Kran or then Nanadu see and Nanad was asked coming up. Sacro for Techia more way to find a running mates, but say and Twaban Samano. Not Ghana for a send in the chair, not give better deity. NPP 2016 campaign was some Cassia Paba on the say. Mobeme Juma Buya Swama here because of Nipa Crafia Manone, no mabe Edmo Mayim. Obedia de say unless I cry eco migration, police, fire service, any other services are Nipanum Pop or no neighbor sum or mine no, because any man all quiet to say or my training. This is why you weak as our manager. This is independent to bribe 30,000 cities, 35,000 cities, 40,000 cities, as I have an Juma. Obia we school posting this or cocotia bride. Aye, just azan contemporary nada no eso. The tax papa pay as say we so. Bawumia wo ayewa ban and assessor tax we so. One the tax no akwa jebosiano. Wo se to man aba betwem. Eti say wo se said ye na ado ne Bawumia abo man yi fam ama Ghana ya boy ho asesa enne emrantie nyina edwane firi o man yi mu. Na ado ba ye koko board aboka be pemenne. Bank of Ghana 2017 pen Bank of Ghana nya Bank of Ghana boka ebe pem enne omaya anyansafo se omo begu bank aye bank yi bank no ka nyina aye 9 billion omo kogu no omo de 25 billion egu no enti gabi o na obaka kire me se Bawumia be wini a o wini se ya dwene na yetima na dwene na yentimi nwene uti etiti omaya na ye chitire o. It is not necessarily say, Okas and another Kefa and Grosso NDC. Yet the NDC at him. It's what Banas went to me and may yet the genus of the Tomaona. I was see a man who say, the might come NDC, yet the time stay ever come.
Yeah. Great folks, the youths are talking. Here, former President John Dramani Mahama explains why NPP wants Dr. Bawumia to succeed the party. And I'll tell you this is why. What was that? So what should MPP more? I had to say a do or die affair. Say Se Bawumia succeedi sa slot ne dia ene nya de obi aso be den. So be the MPP party. Na di botaye pa so na taye chirenti a ama omo yesa. But botaye ne she baby. Well, former President Mahama is giving us a heads up on the reasons behind this. Take a listen to this.
There are two main reasons why the MPP wants to be succeeded by Dr. Bawumia. There are two main reasons. But the first is the most important one. Dr. Bawumia cannot hold this NPP government accountable because he has been a part of what has happened over the last 8 years. He cannot absolve himself from what has been done these last 8 years against the people of Ghana. And so naturally, they want him to succeed them so that they can go home and enjoy the ill-gotten wealth that they have made. They want to go to different places and go and sit there and enjoy the money that they have stolen from the people of Ghana. And I say it won't happen. NDC is going to win. We are going to hold them accountable. We will implement Operation Recover All the Loot. And those who have illicitly stolen money from the Ghanaian people are going to bring that money back and be sanctioned for it. And that is why Akufo-Addo says, I can't hand over to President Mahama because they are afraid of accountability. But I've always said that if you serve in government office, a public office, you are paid by taxpayers' money, you should always be prepared for the day of accountability. I left office on 6th January 2017 and handed over to Akufo-Addo. I didn't move an inch. I have stayed in this country. I announced that myself and my ministers are prepared to be investigated and we're prepared to be held accountable to the people. I am still here 8 years on. I hope that the same will happen when they hand over 7th January 2025. I hope that they are not going to stay in France and Belgium and UK and South America and Guyana and those places. They should stay right here in Ghana and let the people of Ghana ask them questions. What happened to our $58 million that you used to excavate the most expensive pit in the whole world? What happened to the 25 billion CD COVID money, of which you use only 40% for COVID? The 60%, what did you do with it? Ghanaians want to know. There's so many scandals that have taken place that President Akufo-Addo has refused to investigate, and for which Ghanaians, he says, I named him, I didn't name him, for which Ghanaians called him the clearing agent. We want to come and ask those questions of those people he says he has investigated, so that Ghanaians will know the true story of what has happened this last 8 years. I am not going to be a clearing agent. And so I serve warning to my appointees that if you come into office and you do the same things that MPP has done, if the anti-corruption institutions are dealing with you, that will be your matter. I'll have nothing to do with it. Because the people of Ghana need a government that is accountable. They need a government that will really protect the purse. Not a government that will promise to protect the purse and steal the purse. Now the purse is not even there. There are two main reasons.
Folks, I feel who reasons behind why you push this. Now, before my guest, Honorable Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, joins me, let's push our special report. Folks, brace yourself for this. Report today, part 2, why Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, a risk to Ghana's national security. Part 2. Dintina ebema Bawumia ebeye enipa no ho ebetimi aba ohaw ama omen bambo. The part 2 na me de Monday me de part 3 part 1 by midweek Frontline me de part 2 neighbor. Listen carefully. On Monday, the Frontline show called Ghana's international partners to be on edge and call candidates Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia to step down from the political running race. This is because his presence in the arena poses security and intelligence threats to the state, referencing his current position in the Boko conflict. Monday, me de to homa mo say, on May, your international partners are ye no mo a joint exercise, enemy operations near there. Bebre, America for ho, Britain ho, France ho, Germany. One mo say, anso se bi ye ne Bawumia be kasa. Woman in kasa na Bawumia so be si form a unsi form. Bebre na mo ni ma sa ade no ho. And there's a very good reason why I'm doing this, may build this report way around this time. DNT na me kanasa, say the reference point of why Bawumia a risk is Bibia Bawumia Sufria Warba. Referencing the Boko conflict. Candidate Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia belongs to one side of the faction of the conflict. Therefore, it is politically incorrect, unhealthy, unwise and unreasonable for the security chiefs of the state to gloss their eyes over this impending, or if you like, a looming cataclysm. Security chiefs are more men. Say, ye ka say, Ora Bawumia comes from one side of the faction. Menka so no oye bibio, but ye bedru ho. But assembly and ye twa ho ne ye safo ne ye bie. Say, Boko conflict ne eya afenumie Monday me catch say I had to say Israel and Palestine. Tribes see mienu the Kusafoi any fencing other tribe no. Bawumia ni free or ye mampusini. Womumi enu su ne nya sa ntokwa. Now folks, my main cast am nkyeremo. Ever the 1992 Constitution and the Fourth Republic ehya all the presidents are yenyawom, both the North and the South. Let's stay a while longer with the North. No president biara hail from the North offering northern region or connect and not always any connection to the events in that particular region, or if you like that district called Boku. No. So therefore, Ubeka say Ehudjo. The first northern president in Nya Dr. Hila Liman, who of him. Upper West, no. The next northern president to obey His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, one who will be any baby free. And you can see, say conflict be see our baby anwa. Untimin say for the conflict of interest purposes in the untimin kokabi. No. So it is so clear, say Dr. Hila Liman ebetimi akwa discuss it. Any issue be to do with the North, assuming say northern region Tamale and say him for obetimi akokip manayi. But in this case, as far as Boko conflict is concerned, me de cancer ainsi suda. But fane say ene Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia eye mamprusinia obetimi akoka mampru events say conflict obetimi akotrem akamu ase manayi. For how? How? Why and obey in Sabin Kumachini Krumana? So, even Bawumia for MPP, some will choose Bawumia as more candidate. Na Bawumia Sumpo ye, what ye running mates 8 solid years. And no crampono a travesty and miscarriage of justice some years adding. And for why Boko crisis ever some mobile transfer, crisis continue to renew itself back to back. Afi de Bawumia say me per president na nkasa na ma de medi na se obedi president na e de ba sem e na besi wosoro ho. Now monhwe, my question to the governing New Patriotic Party, there may be someone here afi me de mo ba fie, what security protection being given to Mr. Abagri Seidu? Mabodi wa ha, why protection ben ye de ma Abagri Seidu oye hwan ya no. Who is this person and what role does he have to play in the Boko conflict? And what association Ben and the Bagri Seidu has with the Vice President Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia? And by extension, what further role is government playing to de-escalate the tension on the ground? Folks, this is like a time bomb on the edge. And of course, would explode very soon. With Mubesiha. But maybe the American say Ghana, our international partners should zero down on this to compel Bawumia to get out of the race. Before, so Ben Adrian said, I feel they will have any way to influence the Boko conflict. Mabu DB, Monsieur Oyenwaya, Bagri said to Oyenwaya, na protection Ben and Amodema Bagri said. Raw Ben and a war conflict in him. Me call short break, me bar. My guest, Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, joins me for yet, call it exclusive one-on-one. I am Kwekwan, and this is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, The Frontline. I'll be right back.
Oro Black Star Limited. Our lands are everywhere. It depends on the customer's preferred location. We have lands in areas such as Kwabenya, Amasaman, Kaswa, Densera, Bruku, Botsiano, and Insawam. Our lands are very affordable and has no litigation issues. Our lands comes in various sizes such as 70 by 100, 35 by 100, and among others. We have a flexible payments plan that is 3 months, 6 months, and 9 months. The areas are well developed. No need to worry about electricity, water, and other social amenities. You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555, or visit our website at www.oroblackstarlimited.com. Oro Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Welcome back, and of course this is Ghana Speaks, and we've gone 47 minutes gone past the hour 8, and this is the Frontline. Of course, I welcome all of you to this, and this in this extension, of course, I'm going to speak to Honorable Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, a man of many parts. Let me just give a brief history. Of course, I know many of you know Elvis, a man in high standing as a distinguished Ghanaian politician, the seasoned campaign strategist, boasting over 28 years of active engagement in electoral politics, notably. Of course, the same man orchestrated and advised successful campaigns for the late President John Evans Fifi Atamelos in 2009 and former President John Dramani Mahama in 2012, showcasing his exceptional leadership in navigating complex political landscapes. Honorable Afriyie commitment to excellence and transformative leadership has gained prestigious accolades, such as completing the Senior Executive Fellows Program at the John F. Kennedy School of Government at the Harvard University. Additionally, he has been honored as a 2023 Dr. Martin R. Delaney Distinguished Fellow and Diplomat by the Center for Global Affairs, CGA, at Delaware State University. Folks, in a recent milestone, Honorable Afriyie Ankrah was appointed as the Commissioner of Peace and Security for the United Africa Royal Assembly, UARA. This esteemed positions within UARA, a supporting agency of the African Union. And I know, say, a lot of you know what he has done in the Ghanaian politics and still pushing more. Folks, and Adrianini Bidin Komo. We are likely to see a bidding Koma for Niamabe and Naihon. And I'm going to allow him to give us all that he has under his sleeves. Yen Shasi in freeze. Now, a few hours from now, I'm saying many of you are reading what the Supreme Court at the Ababetor. That the Chief Justice Mame Tokono has stamped an authority trying to, if you like, in the eye of some other legal luminaries, sees it as also trying to undermine the force of the legislature. Why? Because we do know, say, no, Speaker Bagban from the beginning of what he asserted was not to interpret the law, he applied the law as far as Article 97G is concerned. So then what is happening here? My guest, Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, is with me here in the studio. Elvis, great one.
Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Great. Now, Elvis, what we are learning tonight, we should be a Supreme Court, as a politician for many years, what do you read in between Ghana's parliament, judiciary, and the eye of the storm?
Very, very worrying. Now, my shares here from parliament.
Okay.
Nema we no arise because you are politics of principle.
Okay.
So what I say. Say the Supreme, the Constitution, no. Of course, you know, said there are some aspects.
Yeah.
It be our kind of own say. But 97G, and H, no, is so clear. Say, you don't need even a university degree to understand it. So there's absolutely no ambiguity.
Yeah.
And in the past, you know, the same parliament, a former speaker, a distinguished politician and lawyer, interpreted provisions. Apart from that, the MPP Nankasa Omo Constitution is so clear in black and white. Say Obi Biara no say ye to Abama as an MPP parliamentary candidate. Na say we free party nim and as also supporting independent candidate and as all file as independent candidate. Automatically you have left the party. It's so clear.
Yeah.
So right now, no, those 3 MPs plus the one NDC person, or no NDC crown and Kayawo case say, case. Yeah, then go through
that's
process.
Right.
So what I say. But in Gaza, you know, from more constitution, so black and white. There is no need for any interpretation.
Yeah.
It's so clear. Say once the person, just so that you know, you know how kinda obia enyasanti aseno. Clear. There's nothing like interpretation or chirichiremu or giving it another black and white, simple black and white. You know, article MPPO on the constitution for feature of membership.
Okay.
Article 9. 1. A member of the party who stands as an independent candidate against the officially elected member of the party. So in the case of Suhum,
that's right.
Any Morrison, so what I say, MPP a choose candidate, some MPP candidates.
Right.
So if Nanado or Bawumia goes there, on the page as a candidate. Now you have the sitting members of parliament, you know, almost independent against the official MPP candidates. Okay? By the MPP's constitution, almost say who joins or declares his or her support for another political party or for an independent candidate when the party has sponsored a candidate in a general or by-election. Suhum, has MPP not sponsored a candidate?
Exactly there.
Cynthia Morrison, has MPP not sponsored a candidate?
And we can clash 2 candidates. Yeah.
Automatically forfeits his or her membership for the party.
Great.
Automatic, does he have any other meaning?
No. Hey, automatic.
It's straight up. You see, yes, Adiana Aberimo. Munya Hombrasie, Namunka say, oh, Adi the Aberie, Emrana. But in the interest of the country, no, speaker, parties, yen transit, now yen share quiet, befaso a bit to me, so that the country will not grind to a halt. That's what mature people do. Now, person de Takashi, any a ye, nothing, that is one dimension of the problem. Then, now the friend saying, then my majority leader, now minority leader, now goes to the Supreme Court. Goes to the Supreme Court on ex parte. And then may Chief Justice Baby cannot say exceptional circumstances. This is a grievous matter that borders on the security of the state, the foundation of our democracy.
Also, be angle be so. It's Supreme Court can say what 10 speaker need and down. In the suppose say candidates in some house or may business. They say the maybe say and the Cynthia only 3 others in the air ban as new candidates in the business.
And said new candidates is a young but what people should realize is a member of parliament. or the Jumano, it goes beyond parliament. So what I say, the Jumano our constituency. So if you go outside the confines of parliament now, at the constituency, the party now recognizes those candidate they don't recognize Cynthia and the Suhum MP. So I say our independent. So what kind of, that's why parliament and their own, the constitution and their own rules, they say, in order to avoid confusion in the minds of people, in order to avoid a course, so now we're free party baby. Constitution
and the word operational word here
automatic. Please, nobody honorable Adongo Kasembi and I'm a fuaso. And I know MPP for no. Omo a certain attitude because omo no school no, omo ko different school. So what I say. And na oko can no be enkwete wase. But sebio school ni nyina here called the same school. What I say. Me Legon. I was there as the president too. Primus inter pares of the whole student body for 4 years before I became news coordinating secretary. Hey guys, what are you talking about? All of you guys. Why does someone be told me and I'm influence and I'm over?
Bibisa.
It's about saying that se say there just a moon in nyansa che obia and automatic munkwamu special dictionary to interpret automatic. Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. That is the foundation of the problem. Now then you come to the courts. Now, Mami and them meeting the case of no exceptional circumstances, and only the foundation and the reasons until also mass are expert, But you see, your knowledge and your wisdom. Media me can be yourself, Ubia, why law, a passing. I hear justice of the courts, do Supreme Court, me will boo Stronko Edemano. As I me call law school 1 semester, and easy. But I say, and there might be real good trim, any more lights and nick cases, and other ketwa. Until beer, what do level, no, that person deserves our respect. Now that is automatic respect. Then the second level is the respect that you earn by your conduct, and when you're automatic. You earn. And they should listen carefully. Say, you are denigrating the court. No, we respect them because of the stature and position. That respect they will forever give it to them. But by their conduct, you me question on money. And they take the law, but they don't apply wisdom. What I say? Because we see exceptional circumstances. It's expert assessment to say. Now you sue parliament, you sue speaker. Those exceptional circumstances should have told you, say, tell Afeduma to say, hey, as some way there, serious. I will not hear it as party. I want the speaker or parliament's representative to be there. So that he will also argue his case, because as some know, the implications of whatever ruling he gives them are very serious. So that's one side. Now, if you share precedents, so
very important,
in law, we share the constitution, we share the rulings, previous rulings, we share writings of jurists, we share mutual constitution, we share a name of writings, notes, and no money na ye jinaso. Exactly. Adrian
so,
and we share sanema we in the past, no, you the same Supreme Court. The whole Ghana Chief Imam, Christian Council, and why will be a parliament. You say LGBT case, you are brow. You BB. Was it there be and the here? There are other cases in young chain, now not more torso. Now, some you move say, or more yes, I could and say, we don't see through. They think we are all daft. We are not daft. We see through all this maneuver. They are political maneuvering. So, maneuver to favor the sitting government. That's the fact. So what I say. Sal case, the same Sal for I did not representation. Sal for
so you come
almost Supreme Court.
How many years?
It's almost 4 years. Almost Supreme Court. Supreme Court said no, they don't have jurisdiction. They should go to the High Court. High Court will say a High Court.
Franklin, could you see some way?
I have been involved behind the scenes. So what I said. Yes. The Penny Association, me support to money there. So I know what is going on. Injustice. 4 years, no representation. And no, they are here, and yet exceptional circumstances. So what I say. Now, all Sanimo, you know. That question case, the same thing. The same. It baby, Supreme Court. Obviously, they don't have jurisdiction, and yet the other party, they are some no Supreme Court. Near Buamomo. Come on, what are you telling us? What are you telling us? It is a focus on where biased up. Fine. me kokan abeka se o me nya lawyer me nya justice me NDC ni Kandapa
of April. Bring it up.
2022.
Yeah.
Obi Otifie bi go to my journal online. Google and check.
Kandapa said this.
It is dangerous to perceive judges as biased.
Yeah.
And to asoko kase say kobani sa manfo adwen yo mo say it's a cases never na cases ne favor government nkwa consistently na enye.
And it's a good reason why whole national security minister will say this.
Enye any other person that can you. National security. Me na kan because hey, mo national security the kind. Let is so much transfer research who say very very dangerous. Now, Afro Barometer reports. 2024 Afro Barometer report. Afro Barometer report, on the judiciary, the perception drop from 2012 and now 56%. So about down to 35%.
Terrible.
Bad down. People don't have confidence.
There's in the bad judiciary. Faith in the judiciary,
and it is because of money. So what I say, say a ban normal cases are. People have confidence in them. But the band of political cases are consistently, they have shown political bias. And then another grievous error. One of the judges, no MPP parliamentary candidate, posters. Yes. Oh, yes. Justice Jewu, Nancy appointed MPP parliamentary candidate, and a former law school, so no, it's
Justice what?
Jewu. Gau, na.
Guys, sorry. Can you look for his picture near Justice Gau?
No, on an MPP poster.
Please work it up, MCR.
And after the sorry, the initial opposition, they said nipa we no MPP activist. And so near Baba appointed. If I ever appointed no NDC for on the appointments committee oppose. So you're two partisan. Emma, they had to do a secret ballot and son will say.
So Elvis, Justice Gau is a contesting a seat.
Yes. Oh, you will see when people do the research, they will see it. MPP logo ebon chibare. And Nancy and now listen to me. Okay. You see, that's what I'm saying. Say knowledge and wisdom and
yet at the same.
Who you be a sebio ope asumdue. Now when you partisan bias. Now person you be a man need that Empo. So person we be in favor new appointed wa ye said ya ochno bi obi tie kira me politics na me and until me timi tra me there aban we also my there omo ATS omo be ko omo timi wute because bibi am ye bia no me dwen ho ade am kwakoye ochna bi say now or this application by wa bogu say won here na Justice why no a PNC General Secretary so
great so so this is Justice Gau
NS Yao Gau MPP
are you serious
she rado
Elvis
and Nancy and check date appointed now
me pacho mo man in the screen is na some no
so what I say
but it's a travesty miscarriage of justice
and a lawyer for a speaker said, Nipa we no assembly is too political. Enti recuse no. In any case, no bisa who say Chief Justice says Sebio, we will be away deep na enye partisan issue. And also who say deal with never up. What I say.
It was in the making.
Because you see, justice must not just be seen to be done, but must be seen to be done. And a perception in this political ecosystem no is even stronger than reality. There are many senior justices of the Supreme Court, very, very senior. A case like this, no, you even have to have a full panel, 9 or 11. How come say fresh justice I appointed Nancy or MPP Nino? Not the account. There were 2 recently freshly minted, 2 or 3 or so. It
compromises
the
beauty of the judiciary. Exactly.
As also one tells here now, maybe a chairman now will be a PNC, a general secretary, any afano, no be so no why, any afano, and so what? Are the circumstances the same?
No.
Have they been caught in this very, very complex way? 38 days to election now, as we sit now, no parliament is suspended. So what they say, minimum the ruling they are going to bring, final ruling. But whatever the final ruling is, no, I don't know what the speaker do. But you see, they shouldn't underestimate.
No, speaker on bow down.
Well, I don't know, but you see,
I know.
About for Kika majority, majority by the ruling of the order of the court. And I'm saying, you don't know. Parliamentary sitting, no, they don't sit for fun.
Yeah.
The right hand of the speaker and the left hand of the speaker, it has a meaning.
Exactly.
After the ruling by the court, no, when they went back into the chambers, the majority, the now majority, were sitting at the speaker's right side. They were sitting there when he corrected the minutes. He got them to correct the minutes and accept.
And it's in the hands.
It's in the hand. So what I say, they sat on his right side. He didn't complain.
No.
So as we sit now, no, the status quo, they say the NDC is the majority. By deed, by actions and everything, no, it has been established. He has not reversed that decision.
Hey,
so what I say.
Don't know, John, yes, when he...
Yes. So, we have a problem. So what I say. Judiciary, you know, Sebio, or apply law, no, because why did we create all these institutions? You create institutions, they say assemble, no more use book, no, any efficiency. Any circumstance in the environment, normally they are 2 years, and there may be Timiama or Mayana. They say, no, the question is, experienced people in law, no, there is something we call the political question.
Exactly.
So this matter is political. Anka baby and Comcast away the intimi Nanka, you use political means to resolve it. But more no person will be the favor by no. That's the perception out there. What I say.
Some suggest that it's like a thank you service to the government.
Well, I'm National Security Minister. What can be Afro Barometer report? I can't go for. Don't have confidence in the judiciary. And a case is a what be bringing. Now, may no me call the Supreme Court after the 2020 elections. No, now Minuya ba Chief Justice. So be him a futua.
Yeah.
Well, so we track Kwanya. The Sophia. Get talk on. Say ucha kwanya ucha saya na unhu achi. I want her to tell her own tone down. Okay? Who court for now share the body language, the actions, the emotions. And are you too emotional?
Yeah.
Oh, show. Say venerable Chachuchi kete kasa. No, you the way you say if you are no atiano, no katino. Now, everything about her shows say, or you're averse to this tradition. No, you have gone about that. It could be said in the past, no, and chairman of NACOP, or Nikron, so Abana appointed. It could be said you may have had a leaning to the party. It will be at Tuaba, no problem. But the moment I had Tuaba, you point to that level, no. When you young cry, active political people, no. You drew stage, you drew baby, to be transferred, no idea we may for party. And then I'm Ghana colors, but they're white. Maybe I don't stay in Ghana colors. But I Ghana colors, yeah. Just to let people know, say, look, the interest of the country, no, above every other interest.
Paramount.
So what I say, it would do level be as Chief Justice. Now, when with body language, with tone, that we are responding to speaker, lawyer, no crown to say that's a personal be no. Or create a big problem.
Sorry, yes, some week.
Yes, I said, who were personally, and maybe say, President Mahama invited to a bar conference. So I was in a bar conference of one of them. Or Kasa, no names a camera than so. President Mahama, Kasa, no, I name BBB.
Yes.
No, please, madam, yes, we are Christian, who preach, we owe you the truth.
Exactly.
I was here, kind of credit.
The last time, ICG is not saying, my cap, we pass it by.
Yes, we owe you the truth. There be. I was sell or modify in ways. What I say, or amending the ways. No one about the Chief Justice or memoir. With body language, no affect the stability of the country and the democracy.
And we are almost heading towards constitutional crisis.
38 days to election. Now Parliament is what's it? The Abdaben on the mom ruling. Wow. Now Muma ruling now. The Parliament also can take a stand. Now, because of the exceptional circumstances, say when Parliament doesn't open, the impact no KBB. Hey, Charlie, bro, listen.
It's getting messy.
Or say the people of those constituencies, no, amount for no and a two abamo.
Yes, yes, I heard her say this.
You know,
yeah.
Sir, free parliament.
Yeah.
Then the people will not have representation.
It's a son of a assembly.
So that was one of the bases.
It was captured in her summary, no? Yeah. That's quite dangerous.
Article 114.
Of the 1992 Constitution.
Yes. 114.2. Also for the purpose of Fluff 1 of this article.
Yeah.
114. Okay, no, so 112.
Okay.
Yeah? 112. 112.6. So
yeah.
Now clause 5, no, I can say whenever a vacancy occurs in Parliament, the clerk to Parliament shall notify the Electoral Commission in writing within 7 days after the vacancy occurred, and a by-election shall be held within 30 days after the vacancy occurred. So this is a normal practice. Anyway, no, and ordinarily, no, Speaker, I yes our pronouncement, no. The next stage will be for the clerk to say, sir, the seats are vacant, then there will be a by-election. Now listen to 6.
Okay.
Also, notwithstanding clause 5 of this article, a by-election shall not be held within 3 months before the holding of a general election.
So we are within all the timelines.
Less than 30 days.
Yeah.
So less than 40 days. Sorry.
So what is this
Parliament
doing?
Actually anticipated a situation where some constituencies will not have MPs under some circumstances. So what is the Chief Justice talking about?
The framers of our constitution knew a lot.
What is the Chief Justice talking about? Say, because the Parliament anticipated, say, a drum pempensuobia. Akaka krami akwa to abano 3 months, no. Say Bibi says, I won't hear say about to aba. And see that reasoning, there's a problem with it.
Sure.
Because it's very clear here in black and white, say within 30 days, and this is less than 40 days.
Yeah.
I won't hear say about. So if you say your reasoning to our woman's ruling, because the same microphone, they will not have representation. The very constitution you are supposed to interpret, culture said no.
Given a reason.
You see, into your bibisa, then you don't want people to talk about it, and and then we see one of the MPP now this is not shouting. We cannot read, we cannot see through. Please.
Don't want to force something on everybody.
It's not right.
Yeah.
When something is not right, it is not right. It doesn't matter how much you shout, scream, or maneuver. It's not right. yeah, that's what I mean. 80 media. Before say, was said. Now, in any case, where I am pending for? Elvis Afriyie,
a very important question, thought-provoking one. Folks, something is happening. My main friend Tuja quickly. The host of the Citizen Show on Accra FM, the WhatsApp number has been hacked. Frosters be hacking a number, no. The Frosters are demanding money from the contacts, no so. Inti wubi a want a contact, so no. Won't say Froster need demand. Purporting so no demand this kind. No. The WhatsApp now has been hacked. Inti, the host of the friend saying the Citizen Show on Accra FM, who on the line as well. Now message be about phones say we demand this kibia please and you ignore. Right. Now say later no we mo best sort to sign. So that is the announcement there say quick. Elvis.
Yes.
Great. So are we heading towards a constitutional crisis?
We are in it already.
We are in it already.
The fact that you are not seeing guns blazing and everything, we are in a
terrible
big crisis.
Very
38 days to an election. I was here passing various bills, appropriation bill for after the election, all those things are outstanding. Now instead say a bino and the president, and they push you so. Because watch everybody can watch it's a broad one say fair leadership, fair speaker, fair minority, compromise. Where
are Council of State?
Senior citizens. Council of State with Timmy
Council of State, where are they?
What was saying penny for me Sabio we had to team on penny for fee. But if you hear Council of State saying, Galam saying he affect your exports. Now revenue from gold. And if you understand what Galam say is and the impacts, now penny now be there you know enti eno me jama Ghana for omo nyina they should judge ai enti yankoso Supreme Court no ene omo ye no they should let e was omo who say obi ehu we are seeing through what they are doing, and one day there will be a day of accountability. So what I say now the say you see and you refuse say BBI there is posterity. Yeah, through the history of Ghana. Yeah. Nyomu ye. Oko law school. First case I did to an Maria Koto. Just say the most useless judgment in the history of this country. Judges no more say Modin is gone. So what I say, bias judgment. Legacy. Gone. Enti ni omo ye nyina no dachi echi mababa bekenkan se maybe atwam no na chief justice bi so te ho a em se o hye yi gweg na na se ga no ebi ana colors hyase de a oh you don't do things like that because yes you are creating a problem oh dear maljudgment no but even the process are corner reasons are no but who catch and say ade we no the people will not have representation for many months one kind say a serious error. Very. Oh, in the bid to justify your year, when they key account of that clause, it is so serious. Me say, me am a layman, meaning said this thing is there. Oh yes, sir. No, bro. It's not good for Ghana. So me tell you, future. Great. Almost any year, they shouldn't push us into a crisis.
It does appear that the governing party, NPPM, has similar legacy.
MPP no. Omo a problem for Ghana. Na enunti na e was omoko. And we'll continue to say it. For example, again, what type of Ghana did we leave for them? Yeah. Be free abemuno. What was the state of this country? Yeah. Na your debt to GDP ratio is no waka. And I'm branch be identity also no. Yeah. I like that guy. Waka. The debt to GDP ratio is 55.6%. Yeah. No see and be that and Enna Ekana ya Bosiane abo from Nkrumah time. Yeah. So you be free about 126 billion. And no more President Mahama borrow 54 billion. And there are things to show for it. You're saying only one oil field. You invested so much in the oil sector. Okay. And you be free about 2016 no. IMF World Bank can say the economy will grow in 2017 by 8%. The projections were based on investments are near here, especially in the oil sector. And 2 oil fields. Okay.
2 blocks in the count.
2 10 oil and gas. They were getting 3 times the revenue we were getting. Yeah. So what I say. That's right. Bosiano, yeah, borrow 54 billion. Total debt near 126 billion. Yeah. Almost be free, and now I know it was about 767 billion. So what I said, 767 billion. Yeah. It's kind of a him. They don't know the year. I feel you say Jaumo Sika near institutional, strategic, institutional, and cash purpose. For example, Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund. You Jaumo $270 million. Sinking fund, that's right. Sinking fund, your fund I create yourself. Euro bonds now. Yeah. Yeah, no 500 million US dollars. And I think stabilization fund. I have revenue. You have 2 revenues. Heritage fund and here for Dachema and a stabilization fund as a BBC or many they are balancing. And also you 300 million US dollars. We know here near ma I jama omo our man young she. There's the jamo free. We are legacies are jama omo. Apart from that, no. Bosia GG no. And near my high bit to me, aye. Atuabo gas plant, KGTR market, the E-blocks, Terminal 3, Circle Dubai, Ho Airport, Kumasi Airport, Temaport expansion, UHAS, University of Environment and Sustainable Development, Teaching Hospital, UGMC, 670, UGMC, there was a tourist attraction. But they now via Americans because almost what? You have this in Ghana? Yeah. what I say, world class by any standards. What I say, Tamale Hospital Phase 2, Regional Hospital, 420 bed Ridge Hospital, 386 bed Bolgatanga Hospital, 250 bed Ashanti Sewa Hospital. Yes, here you drew very far, over 70%. No, is this not wickedness? Upper West Regional Hospital, 160 bed, another 500 bed military hospital. 37 nan ke yekosi wo Ashanti region and also Mojane ho police hospital expansion, maritime hospital. So what I say, district hospitals, don't do what district hospital. Amanfo who amu believe say district hospital. That's a try and drive there. World class. Beautiful, beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful hospitals, well maintained up till today. Dodo Hospital, and we are district hospital. The environment, my goodness. Formana district hospital, Kumewu, Bitifi, Tepa, Konongo, Salaga, Chifupraso, Medina, Bekwai. Yes.
Kumewu, then I'm where Kumewu.
Your hospital, district hospital.
I see.
What I say. Nini na host here na menokasi. Chips compound. As a minister of state, every month we are near 10% of your salary. Yes. All the appointees, 10%. And you see cheap compounds, you see almost 1,200 and in fact total about 3,000.
Wow.
You read 1,260 and 1,600. What various stages of completion and if you have these are achievements. The $264 million a national medical equipment replacement program. Hospitals, no equipment are now saying a bad transport, more water project phase 1. Akratema water supply project, Teshinungwa desalinating project, and Sawan water project, a Chebi Okufuado Krum, or Senasi and Yinam Apedra, Kwabing, Yanya Mo Munsio, and Obikaya so Mitre Gino. Kumasi Utre Gino so Tradio, Yanya Mo Munsio. Kumasi water supply project, that's Barakesi expansion. Asante Mampo water project, transportation, we brought in 116 buses, and the buses no way. Terminal 3. A whole airport. We left them so many things. So what I say, what do they have to show for almost 8 years here? Apart from Bosia no Mabono, almost enjoy Buburuja, and apart from that, young Kokra for young Maminomni and Ananoma, Sabio Mabobra. Na omwenyin enti omo BP nyumane enro ne ade omo apesika kakra de ato no na Minister of Finance no obosi said they saved Ghana how much say 15 billion or so here na say na obi ne sika ba be sio what they can't wuntimi ntua so bosia na nkasa principal no wuntimi ntua ensi ho no so wuntimi ntua ma no wa ma ho nipa no ho akire no na wodi tu ho say oh me save sika. Are these people okay?
Obisu Yario, Obisu Hinsika.
Amanfo nya stroke. When him who drew AGB diabetes a major problem. BP nti ono no wa born in bra wa ye ne hihye se sike am dia koto every month bia no menya 20,000 30,000 me be to minro me be ye we most of those people for the first time you who send kokrafo ne mrewa akwa picketing or finance ministry. That is the legacy of Akufo-Addo government. It is a keka was here who said we no home. They don't have any legal right whatsoever. Some person try for even one day. No. It's so wrong. They cannot. That's what I say. They cannot. Almost say or minor, almost teach or minor, every single sector. Just show me one sector. Juma. Just show me. Now, near me a bufu me time crowd on Bawumia.
Yes.
Because
how would you describe him? That also a private mate.
She said, no, I then said, Bawumia no said you free baby no buy. No, the current government. But Bawumia no, a DNT didn't buy. Well, that's the question we should be asking ourselves. Bawumia ba into Ghanaian politics, you know.
Yeah.
In law, Yabaka say, ni grown norm, the foundation, the fapim, Yinano, say or say, so ba bemua, or ba na waba beshe, say yesika some ebeto ye. Every politician be no idea any major driving message. Kwame Nkrumah, because the independence of Ghana is meaningless without the total liberation of Africa. It's another driver. Ghana can develop herself. Well, I don't know. Jerry Rawlings, probity, integrity, accountability. John Dramani Mahama, Impuntu Nyuma, President Kufuor, Hwasitrem Tuaba, Nanado, Ebitimi Akase, free SHS. So you identify him with.
Yeah, on the signature.
What was Bawumia's signature on the buy? It was the economy.
Social
and now, yeah. So when the fundamentals of the economy is weak, the exchange rate will expose you. On one account, it's Bawumia and the politics. No, who assess here? I saw exam compulsory section 60 marks. Which all the others 40 minutes. That's a compulsory question. We're failing. It's in the foundation of Nayina and Obayano. A sense on also Ajatum. It's your buy no one man digitalization. No, my economic lectures. They were not digital lectures. Exchange rate 4 cities. And I need my amemo and I say exchange rate that could do 17. Debt to GDP ratio now 55.6%. And the debt to GDP ratio at 104%. Sure. Inflation, a Koya could do 54%. For the first time, Bank of Ghana, I borrow sika to buy illegally
42 billion.
So what I say, just a cocoa board, a cow, my dear. Me said me what document no ha. And the man does cocoa board, a cow, my dear. O share from Emra Free Abemu. Now show cocoa board, a sika. Pudua a car omweja I don't know. It's very worrying. So what I said. And you know, this Bawumia guy no sebi Mr. Mikau. A fraud now perpetrating on us. What I said. On Kano crack. On any nana don't know. I mean sure and you may be on kind because Obiano ya check Obiani Subai based on Niawaka. So yeah. Bawumia and a coca say Obey one district, one dam. You can't say another. You can't look at the kind. Bawumia no can't say Obama every constituency $1 million.
Exactly.
And you can't do the kind.
Yes, it's true.
In any case, no, you can't do kind. No, Bawumia and any running mate not of Waso. Number 2, we share MPP for more economic policy on the power now. Now they compare Bawumia, the lectures now no mama na the same thing. Bawumia policies no, and because of the Obase or no economists. Now do kind all the videos are there. Except or no the Bawumia buy because I back of Ghana, I Juma or Zimbabwe or the economy no or see minim baby scano. I know where the money is. So what I say. Yeah. And don't think they buy. Now my main young fat to be. Your father say John Dramani Mahama. No, a consultant physician. Yeah. And I did Ghana a sharing as a patient. Yeah. Yeah, the Ghana sharing and a patient, you know, why you weak, cry just say, what do you mean here? It been a doom sonny all the crisis he inherited. All baby free office, no, not patient, you know, the what on our coffee, out to me quite Juma Koba or Didi or a normal, or Bell Deba. And Dr. Nanado by or say, ho. Joma ma omo ne homo dem me sa patient we baby a waduro no me wo consultant bi ono wa ko school wo Canada aye nwuma pinti me de na ba. That's right. Ono no a specialist on the economy. Yeah. Enti memma no sa patient no be sati awon tafo kra. Na Ghana for say which be
fresh promise.
And about me so ba so me my mesua de makọ we Simon Fraser ma enti me kra ma nipa no wenyane awo. Obias okay, and the entire morning.
That's right.
So, mom can say, try me. Aye. Any of the patients in the man. Patient are with Timmy free, John Mama, and some are with Timmy and Nancy Kofi, and the ODD, or Kona Juma or Koba. That's the country we left for them. Exactly. So, statistics are that's the state of the country. Mobile inflation of 54%, not patient, nor the heifer. Debt to GDP ratio atra over 104%. No, that ewa hefa. Debt I accumulate here. Ewa hefa. Every single sector be a problem. Nature says say patient no order on life support. YouTube. And I share anything. Well, I feel there. It drew so
life support to
Ghana for say per Dr. Mahama back. And another say Oni Bawumia. Bawumia say, oh, Dr. Mahama no, ono oba, or only 4 years.
That's right.
Me ba, me a young, me wo 8 years. 8 years, mama and Emra. Na patient na mama ne a collapse. Ya di tube fan him.
That's right.
Yeah, mama me no. Then you so be patient. We need an experienced hand to say Dr. Mahama. Was so economy muda, was so a country and now the energy sector collapse completely. Our team triple the energy stock of this country. That's the kind of person we need at this time. Not a Bawumia a day or mine our mind was in his hands. Yeah. He was a chairman of the chairman of the economic management committee. One now will can near more castle bay in Yinano, won't mean afe, if you say economic questions, I'll say a digitalization. Now just imagine a near more mukakai. So Nanado Nini Bawumia. I shall protect the public purse. And I President Mahama kind of say purse no cry. I am too old to steal your money. I already have my own money. Sir, no cry. My boy, chrono. Now, we need a special program on corruption in Ghana. Because I know Bufu say people will have the nerve, especially you know MPP for have the nerve and effrontery to say send this if we're corrupt. The record, we shy away from those things. It's almost a chance. Me, I like to deal with it. Omo ka say na wo kra Brazil there na say hey mo madam 8 years old muntimi nyame hoot there's nothing so say omo ye bad but omo wo nyansa kakra ebi wo because when they go through the documents no there's no case to be in any case no, even by law no after 10 years no constitutionally no you can't go into it again so whether by in substance and by law no there's nothing there's no case. And John Mahama has proven every single case be a buyer in his time, he took action. And I can give you examples. So I come there. She say, come you try me and see. And you try, don't you see so yet. I am not corrupt and I'll never be corrupt.
And so when you are to Ghana, how
me say
Elvis
Nanado Nene Bawumia. Nipa or far no say omra me corruption. Matiamidu. Or appointed on us, Matiamidu a strict, disciplined, truthful person, honest man of integrity. On one account, you and function. Matiamidu Nini Juma, less than 4 years. No, what did Matiamidu say? Or say, oh, the mother serpent of all corruption. It is a corruption, of course, we're going to hang in or only the capo di tutti di cap your secretary. Don't near Kika, so about me, dear, or no one corrupt. Really? Now, PDS, no one is secretary. PDS is one of the biggest corruption scams in Ghana.
And I'm sure you've heard of this company called Haptel.
Yeah, Haptel, yes. I don't know, I won't send back.
Yeah, so on my bontim become
okay. Haptel, the enemy back. But near PDS. We had the audios, videos, we saw the messages, friends, a Millennium Challenge. Near privatizing electricity company. She say crisis are you more doom so asaya bay. Kabana all those problems would have been solved. Because of greed into one kasa busiano a formal company shares no. And now conditions president just said and never was you go akwemu and son you move to the next stage. A bine bank guarantee. Bawumia na chair committee no and also sound from bank guarantee to insurance guarantee. Apart from insurance guarantee no so baby omo kokko J insurance guarantee so na your fault and omo use ECG sika. I know up to now omo ntwe say sika back. Because of that ntia who be dead Americans they say pamno tramno say sika no mo farmer. Potentially, apart from the $196 million, potentially, and can see another $500 million. That's why the energy sector is in a mess today. And you are telling me, said this man is not corrupt. If Nanado is the mother serpent, or no, or the
and it's only actually being near Pemirefu.
Serpent. What I said. Nobody should tell us he's not. I can develop Ghana without borrowing. The money is here, and not just that. He went ahead and started talking about what Ghana without aid.
Yeah.
And then what has happened to Ghana without aid? It's a disgrace. I will transform Ghana in 18 months. Wait, I will not operate a family and friends government. Hey, I will fight corruption with Anna's principle. And then Anna's national. I'll make the Kole Lagoon and the Odor River a tourist site. I'll build a factory in every district. I'll give every constituency $1 million every year. I will arrest the dollar. This is Bawumia.
These are thought-provoking.
These are the things that he said. The hike in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. And there's also transport owners or transport associations. Omo misano say oka say hike in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. And can the guy 1 liter of petrol no nebo and then what they compare and then 1 liter of petrol. I say yeah time 1 gallon. I mean, where are we going? I will make Accra the cleanest city in the whole of Africa. I'll build 111 district hospitals in 18 months. What do you say? A district hospital. My deadline. Oh, by this time, by this time, by this time. So far, there is not one single district hospital on my completed. We have 38 days to election.
Nah.
Motorway, expansion of motorway. 38 days, and I'm be motorway. So I say, I'll build 350 new secondary schools from scratch. Minim said that no mabe started on where we are.
What's a Pwalugu multi-purpose dam?
It's a disaster. Now when you almost for say yankin kayo and I am a buffalo say sebio and Cebu am Bezameka. And you go school. Yenim yenina ye oh omo first class, second class, no omo third class. Yenim omo nyina. Na wo ma bemu na sebio wa ba now wo boy krono na no o ye dwa ti se dia entimin kankan. Pwalugu $11 million. Most for feasibility. Now omo can omo anwe ho. You see, feasibility it starts before I implementing projects. Yeah, feasibility based on feasibility and suddenly I drawings based on that. Now suddenly a cost to project
that quantum of money is gone.
So what I say, it was not for any feasibility. And we saw our MPs there on the ground. There was nothing on the ground. Feasibility was sponsored by, I think, the German government or so. So what I say. Yeah. So what is this business? And that is why they are afraid of accountability. But accountability will come. We will never go to the IMF for bailouts. And some more kind. So Bawumia's words cannot be trusted. Timothy Crawford say, oh, and Bawumia, he cannot be trusted. He does not speak the truth. He is somebody who lies. Cocoa board.
Okay.
Cocoa board here. 27.
The Cocoa board project, eh?
No, that's a car.
I see.
Cocoa board was making profits. You free Abemu 2017, Omoboka 395 million Ghana cedis. 2018, and about 78.2 million Ghana cedis. 2019, it went up to 320.6 million Ghana cedis. 2020, 426 million Ghana cedis. And 2021, now just some 2.4 billion Ghana cedis.
Cocoa board.
Then 2022, 3.3 billion Ghana cedis. 2023, 4.2 billion Ghana cedis. 2024, so far, 2.6 billion Ghana cedis. In the face of all this, 2016, cocoa production was about 986,000 tons. And now I say 400,000 tons. You see, Ghana for
Elvis Afriyie, what brought about the precursor of this is what?
It's chop. Girlfriends one position, there's a managing director, there are 3 deputies, 4 deputies, 5 deputies, and 5 deputies, and 5 personal assistants, and near to 2 near Dubai, it's a disaster. There's no discipline because almost a papa no was true. He's the mother serpent. Enjoy almost obey. What does it?
And yes, and the cocoa sector. And we are quiet on this. This cocoa issue.
And the production has gone down about 400,000 from 960, almost 1 million, to 400,000. For the first time, they couldn't get syndication. They are doing local. They couldn't get it. the country is in a crisis. So I say you cannot use PR and adverts. Now, no more adverts need to be crowded. It would have been good so obejiatum so and there my buy a now adverts need to be acquired. Or some more say MPP for my idea, almost Sangana, and if I know my son, almost all my pockets, and no my bravo. The country is in a crisis, the country is in a mess. It is important to say. Yebetuaba Ediama President Mahama, who has proven, say, when it comes to issues of corruption and accountability, on one account, say, 8 years not to Krumha. So, more case be uncommon, abadada. And in every single case of corruption, so-called alleged, and some from Victoria Hammer, or no 1 year bonnet, 1 year few. Victoria Hammer didn't do anything. She just was having a conversation. Minya $1 million beer. President said there be agenda or no.
Minya, and then
yeah, you know, me, Nyamiadom, I was a minister, I'm investigating Jida. So I have the report here. Jida, we stopped companies, we made companies pay back money.
And then you retrieve
over 50 million Ghana cedis.
What is any people bring him?
Yes, it's on record. I was a minister. Yeah. It's here. The report is here. What they say? Yeah. National Service. The same government. President took action. What they say? Bus branding. People were made to refund money. The minister had to resign. In each of those cases, Charlie, it's in the say, and I in ignorance. Nipa no trust I now kind of no the go because the place is a hatchery. Oko hatchery. Any hatchery be no full grown birds. Birds almost hatchery outdoors na ba beto. How do you expect to see guinea fowls there? Yeah. Ignorance. No more kana ayeyi and now be akoto kube $100 in some humba. When you look at the report and they watched live, yeah, they are live mobile where there was nothing about kube. Then kofa media phobic cannot be about
say I can't have none to adia
they are two social media. Yeah. Now almost pushy, almost sponsor. That na me nim say money nyina.
Exactly.
Job come so na say me nya hwe nti. Then near finish show cry. And na jama man na papa madam for be from me on me argument sa and to adan and cars the man girls. Obi akwa konya the girls. And now ato diamond ato car man.
And now people have known so papa no it wasn't him. A businessman be certain exactly somewhere.
You understand me? And yet they put all these things on us.
And the day of election, wait, 2020 Asana make
yes.
How they fuel that?
Oh my goodness. So, this time, we are not going to sit down. And get away with it.
Great.
We will expose them. We'll deal with them. We'll make sure, say, Ghanaians know the truth. Now, then the question is, NDC mobile, then I'm mobile.
Great. So now, hold it there. Now, then brings the question, say, NDC want to reset Ghana. Yes, Anna. Elvis Barber has asked him, like, my main kind 1-2 message now. Message no, so loads of us say, NPP is the most useless and wicked government in the history of Ghana. From Dixon Abokobina, or the way, I say, listen to Afriyie. I am just praying the NDC would come to power. Make sure the NPP would be held accountable for the damage they have caused this country. I say African leaders are very wicked and or they when I say good evening Kweku. Nanado and Bawumia told us that when we vote for them, Accra would be cleanest city in Africa. Caleb from Amasaman and Odeba. So what is the latest of it? I say good evening Kweku. From Honorable Suleimana in the Fadama, the NPP gurus who keep looking at Nana Addo and Bawumia to be destroying our country with the influence of our judiciary should know that very soon power is going to change to the care of NDC. JM is coming to salvage the people of this country from these wicked leaders who don't have any feeling for struggle that we are going through order to survive. May thunder fire them all. Thank you. And all the my main kind back when can if Elvis and Rose. Well, I say NPP has NPP as a party and its ruling government has nothing good for Ghanaians. Now, Bawumia cannot speak about the current economy whilst because When the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rates would expose you. Now, Bawumia totally ran away from the economy. Now, when the digitalization is weak, the economy would expose you. Mr. Annan, good evening. Dominic from Takwa Western, NOD Ebaya. Hello, Kweku. Good evening. I say, hope you are doing well tonight. In fact, Bawumia's bid to become president would be a fantasy. Looking at the exigencies of the state of affairs, we cannot entrust Ghana into his hands. I am totally overwhelmed, astonished about the ruling of the Supreme Court, such that they are overstepping their boundaries beyond measures. What has become of segregation of powers vis-a-vis the Parliament? Why is the court undermining the rule of the Speaker Parliament? Power is transient. PK Kaswa, no, the folks, now Elvis. Elvis.
Before I go to the there's one major issue.
Yeah.
Ghana for Mr. Ramo. If there's no reason at all, we would need reason, crass, Obeto Abama in this year. This alone should make you vote for the edition. And only Galam say na ekano.
Yeah.
I was a Galam say no, amount for nyanti ase the implications. Na me no bibia na ya na mpese me yen fato.
Yeah.
Ye wa ba mu no. Almost a measure in sure no. The Bawumia friend the turbidity. If you a woman chemicals a woman. According to WHO no. The turbidity of the water no I allowed no 5 enum so into me say just for purposes of conformity no
yeah
ofa ensure chini bia and chini dodo a woman no I was it needs a bro bottle enum so what I say okay ye be free abem no na ye measure and chini bottle a woman no na edru be edu anase dunum so what I say okay enti na nye I was saying young baby na any no etnemo. This is 2016.
Oh, okay.
So pictures of ensure said their name ensure ACT 2016 and now they are on their two screens on there. And now me no kase ensure no stability no if a woman chemicals a woman no.
Guys, can we get some Galamsey waters?
Especially 2016, 20.
Can we get 2016? Yeah, more work here some from
nah,
and then current.
Nah, and then no. And a Niamake, Sabian men America, Ghana Water Company, Nebetuja. Say, is you know, and Chine bottle do a woman say, Siano. And yet, Empimiano. Enye mpim 9 enye mpim num enye mpim du akwa drew mpim du 9
that's right
14,000 yeah masa and you compare
14,000 crowns still almost a problem
yeah and America no from what the emphasis say this time can 20 from 20 to 14,000 do you know what that means
it's zero so Elvis
and nothing water company car say ensure na fe omo treat ya omuntimi use the normal chemicals no omo use alum no eti isuo nani omo se isuo na yefita but chemicals in the other wom bro
so we are consuming deadly substances
na me no ka say minimum pedophilia omo cransio e free Abidjan
the labor
yes na me bi so omo say na ngrusuo na omo kra na no ye ne amono ne amoni dware nso because scientifically no doctors higher researcher who say skin diseases, buruli ulcer, is going up in all these areas. So Ghana Water Company, first of all, no, alum no gumuno, here more quantity. Now alum no so say bro swa, and also what the implications and the effects. Mamina now also checking on share video no fan so or a checking or sa alum do ana caneno, no gumo chiti, and I do increasing by 7-10 times. And as I check no any the bank crying in idea. And a fish just a disaster
make a situation.
And now instead a buying beshan why you be no. What was TUC for? Not TUC for
organized labor.
Organized labor. I won't pay you for so sad. Or some who say only D and Crofwa. It drew baby there will be pressure. Pressure dear bebo. Massa. Me mo as student leaders ya swa niam de aba jiwe member boys ne nko
Ghana for mo screen
you must be loyal to omo to aba ma omo omo anwe ho anko akire o say a trick omo sa soldier 400 de omo so omo di koi na say report aba ne say Yeah, from money we've heard of forest reserve no more, you know, and you can't touch you. And also the MPP for one share. It's the whole thing, a disaster.
It's a fruitless exercise.
There is no way I buy we, a bit me a stop on water bodies and forests. It is a say, baby, I could do no. Yen now, the more it should be a wound piano. I just say Togo and Ivory Coast. Minim Ghana for the draw or meet me aqua show for Togo. It's scary. Hey, serious. 14,000 and medical reports are showing say won't collide now no be din komo or can ye see more coastal regions or say medically
2016 on the screen and Cobra River and Cobra this 2016 I'm not lying over patrol 2016
stamp the date stamp
was and River and Cobra.
Now, Baba Kase and NDC and MPP are the same, and I buy it to be the same. Is this the same? 2024. The answer said it's here and
yeah.
What is here? Are you serious? And they don't have the political will. This is the same river.
Exactly. Ne path in society.
Apart from that, no matter. According to scientists, no. Apart from kidney disease. Kidney diseases are going up, liver diseases, all kinds of diseases are going up. Okay? And then scientists say no crano, yet me treat ya. It drew baby, it will take about 10-15 years. The soil, no, all the scientists now they are given minimum of 20 years. A big crass, ye treat crana into me fine and yet no by I just say some kinds of trees being there. A big crass to take 100 years, 200 years.
I've heard of 300 years or so. 3,000 years or so.
A frightening situation. And now cuckoo now a year the backbone of this economy.
Ghana's enviable export
tongue. So I say, the situation is the government has lost control.
So do you support then declaration of state of emergency?
Of course, it is an abnormal situation. Genuine money, any problem, small scale, large scale, no. Mining on water bodies, mining in forest reserves, no, and no. But I buy you one Kasan for and more equipment and more opportunity to do. So they can't do it, anything about it. It's Ghana for we need a change of government. So if it's me, I deal with Sadian. And let me add my voice to President Mahama. Said, we are in this city. Because maybe I'm a name, Ranche be didn't come home. So I say, when I'm so I'm planning to say about them, say, hey, President Mahama, may come a mwate. Yeah, we are doing say about power. Now, I say, who here costly. Now, also, Baby Yabia. And because you see, Ghanaians are losing confidence completely in MPP.
Yeah.
But almost share NDC achievements near there and more hope. So they want to give us a chance. Say that's the answer. There will be a social uprising. I'm telling you. And me, I'm not ready for those things.
Yeah.
And then can talk within. And yet it's a canino. Me seven notice say but the chance President Mahama win. I don't think you hey. And please, we need a new government that has the political will. First of all, banning mining in water bodies and in forests, and no compromise.
Yeah.
Now, for mining, you break it down to small, medium, and large scale. Now, for you putting measures near decentralizing minerals commission to the district level. Now, for you starting reclamation near training for more University of Mines, you better attach them to the various mining companies. No more to me sustainable mining. And then a summary. I feel. Again, Monto Abama, again, a bit me. A Jumani ho.
Yeah.
Yeah, before now unemployment was about 8.5% or so. And then almost 15%. What the Adrian a creative problem, no? Won't mean you to the same Adriana, the same method and find solve a problem. And don't you know, President Mama, they Adrian by say, I will see a year near in a different way.
Yeah.
And don't 24-hour economy or the buyer. Na 24-hour economy no me pese bibia no faton.
Yeah.
Yan fa de menu abema or factory.
Yeah.
Factory no we hear local biscuits. We use cassava na dey biscuit no. We omo ye adwuma 9 to 5. Wo fa nipa 100. Every month bia no who produce 500 boxes. So what I say?
Yeah.
Okay. 24-hour economy ni ba oba apply say you want to be part of the 24-hour economy. The first thing about is about sending crofaba factory home. One of the biggest cost of production in manufacturing sector and industry is energy. It's about installing your friend a time of use meter.
Good.
It's meter now be used on an ajono. During the day, no, so 1 hour 100 cedis. Time of use maybe about 30 cedis.
I see.
Your cost of
so
production
there's a subsidies somewhere
down by 70%.
I see.
Number one. Number two. Person was expanding until I say your boy, your so assisting a government member on grant and as a soft loan, low interest, not bank rate. Now they are equipment they are equipment also the bar instead of tax of 30-40%, you know, we be your tax a flat rate 10%. Now wait to me a BA way. Because now where the Bosremuka. Pharmaceutical companies, name them to Binko, all of them in
they had that
President Mama support your mom to be expanded, it be operating in West Africa. So we have the track record.
Yeah.
And which you know, if you are acquiring to your factory in here, yes, assembly fix the road for them. When your street lights are more. It's a banner, instead of 9 to 5, no, you buy 3 8-hour shifts. It's nipa 100 now form automatically, I'm saying 300.
Yeah.
Production be move from 500 boxes a month to 1,005.
Yeah.
Now, by so you so the purchasing power. You were school feeding, you were hospitals, you were companies here, Numa are buying a purchase. It instead are buying a purchase from Bruni Krumuno with foreign exchange. Yes, a monto, we won't supply my way, won't supply my buffer stock. It's now with production, no, there's a market for it. Ebika, President Mahama, so be establish an export development entity. Our number chair. Wow. Near take key advantage of after no you are there, remember trade between African countries.
That's right.
It is our surplus in here directing on various African countries. Now you have focus on branding and then made in Ghana, but not Ghanaians so no. You be educated only a change your attitude.
Exactly.
Maybe say Masha say Bibi Amishebia is made in Ghana.
Yeah.
What I say. Bibi Amishebia made in Ghana. Now you develop a consumer and more you cry the back over hundreds of millions of dollars.
Tons,
you know, and no I'll call Nigeria, I'll be called the top 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
And money at the BC when you because but
yeah,
that's the country's policy.
Exactly.
Me koka baby obi so na mafia no. Na say na mafia. Ghana obi to compare Ghana Nigeria mafia to Ghana. And yet because of political will, they did it in Nigeria.
Yeah.
If it can be done in Nigeria, it can be done here.
Yeah.
It's a bit as the money now. It's a only 24-hour economy. No, a banner sa nipa 200 extra no more than when you're Jumaya, almost to your tax at the man.
Reduce this unemployment stuff.
Company near Jumana, you know, transportation, or some for the bus, ever form security, both. Private security and official security into police, immigration, customs. So that's the 24-hour.
Way back here, BBT said the MPP's 1D, 1F.
Before the NAS,
but I don't know the parliament. They are passing tax
exemptions.
But we come and yet 1D, 1F. Their companies into real estate. Pick a report on this.
Omo be catch us say omo ye be approach you say ye pese you company no na say kasa preko no why na adwuma fit titi nyina omo say 1D 1F ye catch us so ye pese ye use company as 1D 1F wonim oje to mo this is your cat obenya say na so ya fa say do all those things so ye ba be mo we go into all those things in there's time for everything now fi we get research na ye manifesto no. I don't know media and you be minimum.
Yeah.
I knew say SMEs are very critical in every economy. But during the manifesto, the data no say European countries no SMEs constitute about 95% of the economy. In America, it's about 80%.
Yeah.
It's SMEs are critical to every economy. And Ghana no SMEs no constitute over 70%. And in the SMEs no do one and nothing I did the idea of women's banking, you know, buy.
Yeah.
Somebody bit me a support a man. And ma omo achede. Nyame the more.
Yeah.
Omo about seed, obe produce baby. It's more about 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000.
Obe profit.
Obe profit. It's me the ashade home.
Yeah.
Ashade kolana. Ashade obe man okra. It's you say ye pese ye strategic. Or say focus on a man. Na yitimi e so mwase. na sebi obosi omoko jije in on exorbitant rates ni ade no ya bo mo ni amomo on flexible terms na sa bank no so man kwa na be adwuma ho because they understand each other better sebi o boso me ne sesa na oba bi bievu a me ma ye ntiase e na wamuna nanim e na wa say ba ni nua ba no ono tiase enti no matimi aboa ye ma no na ya so mo ase no matimi ayo mo adwuma afi President Mahama being a very progressive person no oti ICT on your born before computer for the oti ICT no he's always on his tablet. We don't need to kind of or to play no throughout. You see him working on his tablet and phone and other things. So once the future of the world no digital.
Yeah.
To see we are the economy, the next generation of jobs. Which CNN a lot. I would say, yeah, catch bro. Yeah, catch. There's so much going on.
Elon Musk.
I'm telling you. Every year,
technology.
every day. How do we get ourselves involved? It's the first step, and they said you be creating a digital literacy.
Yeah.
So it's number one, a 1 million coders program. 1 million coders, no, you train your man. Once a man, once you have a phone, or by idea was so crowded.
Yeah.
Say, hey, now deal with my phone, so phones here you great. It's shocking. It's now. Sir Elon Musk Bill Gates all the Silicon Valley for them.
Yeah.
Answer no more about any country to come and establish them. Omo digital scan.
Exactly.
Omo share the youth no population be na digitally literate. Answer no more decide something, but that's how come India has been transformed. So making sure say the young people no they became technologically and digitally literate. It is a company biba no ba establish here and kolano the basic tools coding near the omunim. Into this 1 million jobs it will create a digitally literate population among the youth that will create opportunity for investors both local and foreign investors the omitimi adwuma aye. Apart from that, you see, you be creating $50 million innovation fund, digital innovation fund, and that's a fintech growth fund because then you have young people more a lot of ideas. Some creative apps. The past week I've been dealing with some boys we share apps, some creative, but they need support. If we are here just $10,000, not their pushy. So $10,000 it will create multiplier of jobs. It creates services easier. And so 50 million seed capital. So talented young people in now more ideas, more creative app. Only just a little push to buy some tools on the internet. The best support to them because there are people are being who be sharp now to be convinced then you go. I think yes, we will create 300,000. You better launch a digital jobs initiative. I be creating at least 300,000 skilled employment opportunities in the digital space for the youth. So, and I feel private sector. My mention in a way, no.
Yeah.
You know more. I shall say, din common that. You be creating private sector led investment in ICT. Now, ICT, what are the jobs ever in this modern era? It be a data analytics, cyber security, artificial intelligence, data governance, data protection. We know a new jobs are evolving as the world is becoming more digital.
Revolutionary world.
Yes. Ghana must position herself. We lost out on the industrial revolution. We've lost out on so many other things. Now we cannot lose out on the digital revolution because idea once you have the basic skills, you can fit into it. Now, in terms of government, you digitize your revenue and payment systems. They make sure say, as for Wi-Fi, baby, free the amount. See, those are the digital near I feel about a Greek sector. You see, you say Adriane boarding. Would you pay Dodona Udidi Adriane boarding? It's because we haven't been strategic in the agri sector. And Ebini say you be making sure say you share na Adriane boabe from. And there's an initiative I be making sure say you be a lot of grains. So there's a strategic initiative for grains, maize, soya, sorghum, soya beans near there. Those areas are your competitive advantage, are bindable focus on need to be producing enough to feed the country and also export.
Our buffer stock is very, very important.
Yes, buffer stock. The buffer stock, say but the buffer stock now is too centralized. It's about would decentralize the activities because imagine say schools first of all, no, about school feeding near there now, and I say even the SHS no, every the headmasters no. Emma, everything is centralized with the buffer stock. We say we're good, taking it back to the schools, back to the headmasters, so that they will have that autonomy.
You have to decentralize it all.
Agri sector, and I see a big creating land banks. It's where we school, be a nipa bear 4 or 5. And we say me agri economists, we me a soil scientists. You come together, you form a company, you come to the entity responsible. Near pet land assassin amount, we hear tractor, we hear near the amount mentor monitor. It's more producer. Either say if you don't have the money to pay, or have a snibino, near J to buffer stock. That's where buffer stock comes in to cater for it.
I see.
That will also create a lot of jobs. I make it agri very sexy. So that graduates who want to go into agri.
It must be very attractive.
Agricultural communities are graduates which me are called with all the value chain and all transportation near them. And I feel you see Canino, we see the tractors near equipment in the bar. Yes, yeah, farmers. No, how many farmers can afford? Yes, it's a bit creative. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Farmers Services Center.
And the guys won the hearts of the Burkina base.
Farmers Services Center.
On the agri sector,
yes. South Farmers Services Center. And no, if you didn't go, it's before the planting season, no about register. It be more 5 acres, 2 acres, 10 acres. Me pese more clear mommy seed. Ebe cost to say near no transfer. How are you going to pay for it? Will you be able to pay in installments? And answer a person not by any be bar. Near no check. Ya trem maybe I be taking 5% or a be chemu 5. Ya fa baako.
Okay.
No fa near can near their taker. Sa with extension officers near there. Modern into a bedroom baby almost a gradually no. Near move from this old time agriculture, but what mean without supporting them. Well, also moving a gradual now for modernizing agriculture because we are for no, and we still have to produce food for ourselves. Now with the old cutlass and hold, nobody will want to do it. And then what happens to our food production? We have to now import onions and tomatoes from Burkina. We are thinking ahead. It depends on entrepreneurs. Every year we create about 10,000 entrepreneurs. So 10,000 entrepreneurs, a big group in groups, and see a entrepreneur in this field, and the Nipa trade for Ashana say, Montitiomo. Some of the rules of the entrepreneurship, they say you have to be, for want of a better word, stingy.
Okay.
Sikana banyan, sikana banana, de akwakoto show. For 4 or 5 years,
or enjoy,
But you are investing the money back into the business. Entrepreneurs will tell you you have to be stingy. And a year back now, Debbie, you the discipline to be entrepreneur culture. So
you need physical discipline.
Yes. But you need mentors who be our formula. Most of the time, you who be our successful. If also sorry, but the culture for 5 years, Masa, now me share trouser back home, any shirt back home. Me discipline me home, and I'm there by drew some pempeswe, and I accumulated my capital. And know I'm there by drew some level. I may inspire all young man so say, Nipa say no, or no crown, oh baby, Ujina, and then no crown, better than baby or no chance. It's with me if you about to do some purpose. You
can also make it.
I motivate you, so we'll create
Elvis, am I hearing something from the NDC's policies? Bibi Amofreno, the push.
Yes, 10 billion USD big push for infrastructure. I would say about President Mahama, about infrastructure, or numero uno. He has no equal. And now, foreign investors now normally a program be Kempinski or so. And within President Mahama 4 years now, we had the highest inflow of foreign direct investment in the history of this country. We got about 3.5 billion US dollars. So what I said. And President Mahama Yobia, immediately he wins office now. He comes to power now. The foreign investors now are more confidence in him because he has a track record. Into those investments will start flowing. And these are foreign investors, private sector investors. Yasha say ni binu mo kasani ade ya kwan how do you develop your country without having roads? We can build roads cover the whole country from north to south, east to west. How do you do it? You
Trains,
told it.
all of
you understand me? You told it. You bring private sector, Nipanaba or Toli, 15, 20 years when you're sure. That is how it's done everywhere in the world. It's just that so now per percentage before. That's where what the investors don't like, and that is the problem with this particular government. To the extent to say, foreign embassies need to be complaining, sir. Corruption, because of corruption, investors never it's on record, I'm saying it was a Dutch ambassador also.
I heard Duncan Williams cry.
So, these are all initiatives creating jobs. Now, with a good governance, a government of accountability, a government of discipline. President Mahama Nkasa Kon Waka Yamnam Kayo, I'm just repeating. Or so na bem na say you say Sanse Muhuna Ankrah Oba baby and here because it drew maybe I was his campaign manager. Don't forget.
We know. Elvis, there is a letter for the NDC.
Okay.
As I said, we and it said a lot of people believe that Charlie, let's try the NDC this time. But they're also raising questions to do with NDC minimum nano yene. Say and Yama Bebre, CCC, and NDC are adamant on them. Okay. And they are asking, say, how is the NDC going to protect our ballot this time around? Okay. Referencing Iowa, so West Wagon, Wama referencing Tichiman, say South to Sainfa, Sunyan, and many places in the money. Hey, it's NDC for Yakweo, Wombe James is here. Chief, and only any breeze somewhere that house is here, say, they are waiting for some serious, if you like, a statement that gives hope. Now, Uncle Bassi, a better team, what it is suggest any more apply the music law. Okay.
What was
can you conclude, Mammy?
What was so first of all, the legitimate concern.
Yeah.
But BBI on the context. From 2016, now NDC were 160 before 2016. 169 seats, and as I say, 100. I have the statistics somewhere.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, 2016, MPP had 169 seats in Ghana.
Yeah.
After 4 years, almost we need by 1 million votes. After 4 years, we're able to increase our seats from 106 to 137.
Very significant.
Yes. Usually, 4 years, and an incumbent government, they have a lot of advantage. People feel said they should give them a second chance, they will do better and all these things. After 4 years, in spite of it was 137. 137, there are questions because happen and all those places. So again, almost 2016, the vote gap was about 1 million, right? If you look at the statistics, NDC gained over 1 million votes. What I say, and a close gap. So I was here in that context. Even after 4 years, yes, we didn't go and do well. We went to go and win.
Exactly.
But if you do a scientific analysis, it shows clearly, the NDC did extraordinarily well. It's just that we didn't get the ultimate because of a number of factors. Factors need to be structural. The main factor, maybe to me, I can't was we had an IT and election directorate separate. The two were separate. Adrian was good. But practical implementation. So I'll give you an example. I'm looking for the IT director to discuss the collation. I'm not in charge of collation. He's in charge of collation. But person may discuss it. Some discrepancies really are there. Now, IT director is also on the field training IT directors in the north or going around the country. So that became a problem. It's by the time Obebano, now, those were some of the practical challenges. So when, for example, on the night of the 7th, as election director, your agents, I hand over my IT. I no longer had any control whatsoever. It was only when the IT system started slowing down Then we now have to come in and help them to do a manual.
Yeah, too late.
So it's a structural problem. Now, what have we done now? We have put the IT and election director together.
The same.
Which was part of our recommendations. And apart from so now, Omane Boama is director of IT and elections. So that structural problem is not there. So one TSSR, you will still be, but it was a structural problem. It's once I had dealing with that structural problem, because it's a structural problem, they create gaps, no loopholes, no. What I say? And then it be our results are mantum. Now opponent take advantage. We are starting manipulating, and also we are starting announcing different results. They create all kinds of problems. Once the structural problem has been dealt with, they can be sure, say, that will not happen again. And we've tested the system in various ways, and it's been working.
Good.
The second thing I make is it takes all of us. 2008, I was in charge of operations. And then when I mean to be kind of public.
Yeah, I know.
But the ones I can say in public, and say there was what? A mass movement. Now, okay, electoral commission ran about her. I was the one who was sent to go and clear, because Peace Council for Professor Mills, a young clear microphone. We could draw on me who microphone said the host and near my who you know. I'm so choboy, one coso. So it takes the people. For example, we shall say Northa. Everything that the MPP has been trying to do, Ayawaso West, the Chiman, they tried in Asin North. All the boys by.
Asin North, a test ground.
Yes, all the boys by. They brought guys almost to 220. But because of the people, you mobilize you, you more conscious. You catch them say Sikano, the Sika by this election, Sika. You will see more.
This very election.
I'm telling you, 200 notes no, more packing the same. Obu ha 200 a yida. So, Sikani ya sika. I was some day acquiring idea no more. The see or pass it. Don't pass over the toy election. No, a badge, ne dinner to tia. Exactly. Say we are saying nothing for you. No, I'll mu charge your mom. Yeah, oh. That's what Popo no Sikani yedi.
It was a funny election, isn't it?
So it will take all of us. Nea kano, and no mean to me, don't forget to say, you know more after soda 2008 and Grofoni Anna into me in Canada. Almost tried them, baby. Was animal we almost shall say, and none of us shall see you. Almost tried near my baby, the Grofofi Togo, Ebe Shom uniform in a day a day. I am Kobisa Shanty region.
That's right.
But especially second round. I did the young
passes I read to Ivory Coast.
And yeah, almost Bawumia Ankrah. Mamin Kawi, we're electoral commission officer. We're police ni, we're soldier ni, we're why you know Niasam. Branabe we Juma no cream. Ya to abani wia. Ebi ebe ko bia na be den ebe ko. Na so ye wadwen say one person we manipulate my MPP. But so you trust them over to you, over Broby, me pacho, Ufifi Accra. Because the likelihood someone sign kono very high. No, bro.
I say I love this assurance because I know I'm just free penny for NDC penny for.
Yeah, better sao.
I know.
Yeah, better sao. Na can omuntu me nkentra. San kombe kan okra 2008. They're happy, especially in Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Also, have you
heard of Wuntumi declaring former police chief? I shall know all money in Sikumaso. See, two back
I deal with more serious issues. So what I say, what they may yet discussion. I want to focus on issues. This is joker. Forget about it. I don't deal with that. It's a clown. It's a complete clown. Wait. Anyway,
God.
Don't
anyway, folks.
End this. We won elections in 2008. You win elections 2012.
Yeah.
That's here you win a few by elections. What was the spirit? What was the attitude? What were the structures and systems that you win here?
Exactly.
Those are the questions we should be asking ourselves. Because there's a certain spirit that comes that makes every single person feel involved.
Yeah.
Every person, the other person, go the extra mile. Now that is the responsibility of leadership.
Yeah.
So we created that environment, you know.
Yeah.
So Ubia is ready, say he will go the extra mile.
Exactly.
Because with him say victory no can't be.
Exactly.
What I say?
Yeah.
So it's up to leadership to create that environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you move whether you create environment or not. Yeah, teaching. But there are some people too, they need to be pulled along.
Yeah.
What I say.
Yeah.
So let's bring everybody on board. Old executives, new executives, former appointees, Ubia. Everybody gets involved, and other people. So don't say "Oh, try Obi asma." Obi from only classmate, only for. Don't you go to the market?
Yeah.
Don't you go to shop? Don't you have friends? Be your own campaign manager in your own way.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that's that. Maybe sorry, me Simo, me call region by region. I do local radio stations. Obi asma me, but I feel say a true manifesto, and some will come. We have a responsibility to disseminate the manifesto. And I go myself, I raise my own funds, I go. And I'm not that last minute, I'm everywhere. Because we have a responsibility to ensure say you be trouble. It will be a tragedy of monumental proportions. Say the way of my is here. And Nema said your name Atitia Pansam. Now ye JJ now God forbid it will not happen. No.
God forbid it will not happen. But I love the latter part of Elvis ending that he said, now more pressure me say could be send this in for say assurance be no the man say your ballot no be protecting no. I think the Elvis has spoken, and I am really much more than glad say
yes, making sure say we protect you because we won't be everywhere. So that say there bit me and but you have to make sure say you won't come will be proud will be empire power and also there be. Exactly. The laws of self-defense, they work everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are not calling for violence, not at all. But it's not going to happen. And now, especially for those who wear uniforms, please, because you won't go back.
Uniform men.
To the wise.
Say, we are fire service officer. Custom officer, immigration, Ghana police service, the military. You be using the election. Yes, muni muhuni. Nanyoma intimiya kama. In less than a couple of days, in Ghana, Ghana decides. You be decided on grounds of the best sabai and I bed ni nana or Ghana for folks. Many Elvis Afriyie Ankrah, distinguished one indeed, of course, the man of many parts in the Ghanaian political space, done a lot for. In former late Professor Evans Fifi Atamels, and of course still with former President John Dramani Mahama, and still pursuing the very focal sharp point ebe ensure say NDC will come to power and more ejuma folks me mu see Nyankopon adama Mesani Elvis aye program this we'll look at this time the topic corruption ebe has issues near ye de atoto. And folks, all of us brace yourselves for the task ahead of Nienhwe kwan ebetimi aboa magana etimi ade ejine ye enyo time eyaba say the rescue of Ghana na Ghana bedi ye no na me wo ye na yenya proper footing in our lives and in here. But we see a great guy say Bomi Chidam, of course Ruby X and then Echo Bismarck, Kings Campbell, director of Online, and then Joshua Indefatigable Joshua is also there, and then of course executive producer Yawiyamba, editors at large Kofi Ansa, director of research and Kofi Ejirebo Michiram. Nyankopon Adama on Friday will bring you the part 2 of the Center for Democratic Development on Afro Barometer, nailing it straight up in Nyoma Ekoso elections. No say Afro Barometer reports in the Bible Tuja Ediamo, and then plus other developing stories making the headlines on Friday. Folks, my name still remains Kweku Anand, the host of the biggest investigative magazine show. On Friday, I come your way. Good night.